Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala.
All right, 6 minutes after 9 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Wednesday morning. You might have heard the announcements that we've been playing for the last week or so, just about, regarding an open house over at Marion Dunn Masonic Lodge number 19. It is an annual public open house, and the event is happening again this year, this Friday. It'll be from 6 p.m. until 7:30 p.m. at the lodge, which is Lodge number 19 at 1846 Southeast 36th Avenue here in Ocala. It's a free event, and John Story is here to talk to us about it. He is a spokesperson for the lodge, and sounds like there's going to be a lot of fun stuff. You did this. This is not the first or even the second year that you've been in here, I don't think, has it? Good morning, John. How you doing?
All right. Good morning. No, this is our third year that we've had this event, and it's a good event. They have free food. They have door prizes. All of it's free. Don't have to buy anything. You don't have to sign up for anything. We just ask that you come out and find out a little bit about what we do, our civic activities, our charities, and stuff like that. And if you want to become a member, all you got to do is ask.
Just ask. Huh? How far back do the Masons go?
The first Grand Lodge that was formed in 1717 in England.
Okay.
But they go all the way back to the stonemasons, back when they built, in biblical times, the building of King Solomon's Temple and stuff like that.
And why did they form? And was it like back in those days, was it like almost like a union?
Well, it was sort of like a union. Master Masons, only Masters Masons could travel into foreign countries and work.
Oh, really?
So most people, if you're just general labor type person, once the work was done, you were out of a job. But Master Masons could travel from site to site, which most of the time you had to travel from country to country to do that.
Oh, wow. And was it once upon a time... Well, I was going to ask, was it only men? But I'm just going to ask you in more of a blanket statement. Was the membership requirements different over the course of the years than they are now?
Yes, because the stonemasons, they worked in building buildings and bridges and stuff like that, where now we're more symbolic and, you building your own character.
Okay. So somebody could be a seamstress or an announcer, and we don't handle bricks ever.
Right. Okay. We have all walks of life. We have doctors. We have insurance people. We have myself. I'm a disability claims manager. We have all kinds of walks of life. Truck drivers. You don't have to be any particular type of skilled person, because we don't judge you by what you do and what you make. We judge you by your character.
So this was going on way before the settlers came over here then?
Yes, it's been going on a long time, even before the country was formed. Like, we had a lot of revolutionary people that were Masons, Paul Revere, George Washington, Benjamin Franklin. All of those were Master Masons.
Master Masons? Now, how do you become a master?
Okay, well, you have 3 degrees in Masonry. You have a fellowcraft, that's where, or an apprentice, that's where you first become a Mason, and that's the first degree. Then you go to the fellowcraft degree, which is the second step. And then you've heard of the third degree, your third degree Master Mason. And that's, you completed all 3 degrees.
And what is meant by Freemasonry? What is that expression?
Freemasonry means that you were freeborn and you take all your obligations.
Which is all of us, right?
Right.
We're all freeborn, okay.
Everybody, yeah. The only requirement, there are no women that are Master Masons that we recognize.
Uh-oh.
So there are
the ACLU. You look at Logan, you're Robin.
Yeah, and that's
okay.
no disrespect to women.
Girls.
We don't disrespect women. We revere them.
I revere them too.
And all of our wives are, the most important part of our lives, and we do have organizations for women. You have Order of Eastern Star, Order of Amaranth.
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 I like that.
Yeah, that is a ladies' organization. I belong to Amaranth. Their charity is they support diabetes and research, and every organization has their own charities. The Blue Lodges, which we call Marion Dunn Lodge, they support the Medical Masonic Research Laboratory up in Utica, New York, which does all the research for cardiac.
Do you, as a spokesperson, find yourself continually answering questions that you would wish that weren't asked? In other words, if I go online right now, especially YouTube, I mean, you find all kinds of things about the Masons and just say, really? Yeah. I mean, they're talking about witchcraft, and they're talking about wild things. And you don't look like you practice witchcraft.
No, I don't.
Dance around in a skirt under the moon.
It's you have we get blamed for a lot of things. Simply because they go, well, you have all these secrets. Our biggest secret in Masonry is we don't have any secrets. I mean, anything you want to
So where did that come from? Where do you think?
I think it came from a lot of times people just didn't talk about Masonry. They go, oh, are you a Mason? They go, yeah. And that's all they said. There are things that I'm not supposed, it's like our degree work and all of that. That's our degree work. We don't tell the whole world about it. But if you wanted to learn about it, you can go online and look up anything, even all of our secret words that we use and handshakes and all of that.
Do you use secret words?
Well, there are words that, words of a Master Mason that we would know another Master Mason if he were to give us that word.
But and I can look them up and learn them.
Yeah.
But you can't tell me now on the radio.
No.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
But they're out there. Why? Was somebody not supposed to say something and they did?
Well, I mean, it's like everything else. People, the media, they get a hold of it. People who do research, they find out about it,
Okay. What is Eastern Star? What is that actually?
Eastern Star is a ladies' organization, and they have their own charities. They try to get a husband and wife to come in. A Master Mason brings his wife in, and they belong to the Eastern Star. And, they have all of their chairs or offices they go through, and the ladies actually run their own meetings and stuff.
Is it mixed religions, or is it all one religion, or what's...
No, you can be any religion. Our only requirement when it comes to religion is you can't be an atheist. Who you choose to call God or by what name, that's entirely up to you, because
oh, really?
We have Jewish people, we have Baptists, we have Presbyterians, we have Catholics, we have all kinds.
Muslims? They're Muslims?
There are Muslims that are Master Masons.
I mean, it's a fair question, I think. I mean, obviously we have a mixed community, but atheists are no.
Right. Because we believe that you got to believe that there's something greater than yourself, and that if you don't have a religious belief, then you don't have, no matter what obligation you take, it's not going to be that binding on you.
Yeah. I think when we congregate, whether that word is applied to a church or to the Masons, I do think that we become better. I think that what is it? We are greater than the sum of our parts. That kind of thinking.
Yes. Yeah, and that's what we try to teach. We try to teach you to become a better person, to think more of the whole rather than just for yourself.
John, we are up against the break. I wasn't looking at the clock. We need to take a little break, and we'll be right back with John's story. We're learning about the Masons as an open house Friday where you can learn more, and we'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Sunshine mixing with clouds today. A couple of thunderstorms around into the afternoon hours, high 89 to 93. A leftover thunderstorm early tonight, then partly cloudy later tonight, low 72 to 76. For tomorrow, intervals of clouds and sun. Look for a shower or thunderstorm at virtually any time, high 89 to 93. And for Friday, partly sunny with a couple of thunderstorms in the afternoon, high 89 to 93. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
Each time we tell even a small white lie, we get a boost in stress that directly impacts our health. So when is it better to use a debit card? If you tend to overspend, when you can't actually see the money you're spending, it is easy to get carried away and rack up huge charges that may be difficult to pay back. Good middle ground is to address somebody the way they introduce themselves to you. So if you say, "Hi, I'm Mrs. Ferguson," then stick with the Mrs.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
Yeehaw! Howdy, folks. RL here to invite you to DQ. Dairy Queen is serving the crispiest, juiciest, most tasty chicken tenders, all beef chili dogs, and quarter-pound cheeseburgers on earth. And you get crispy fries, a drink, and an ice cream sundae of your choice for only $5. Remember, at DQ, you can lick their cones, but you can't beat their shakes. Dairy Queen, Silver Springs, where they always treat you like kings and queens.
Hi, I'm Yvette, and I'm here to tell you a few things about ABC Frederick's Appliance. They sell not only new, but used guaranteed appliances. When you call ABC Frederick's Appliance, they will provide service on what they sell and any appliances that you own. ABC Frederick's Appliance is located in Bellevue, right over the railroad tracks. Call 352-629-5181. That's 352-629-5181. That's 352-629-5181. ABC Frederick's Appliance.
News Talk 1370 WOCA invites you to discover your full business potential. News Talk Radio is the perfect environment for your advertising. WOCA's News Talk format pinpoints information-hungry, better educated, high-income adults. So use us to talk to them. Call 732-8000. 732-8000. We're Ocala News Talk Radio. News Talk 1370 WOCA.
Hey, I'm Gary. And I'm Eric. Did you know that Red Eye Radio is on WOCA The Source every night from 2 to 6 a.m. and it's live?
That's right. No tape shows here.
We know that the news doesn't sleep.
And neither do we. So we're here with you live from 2 till 6 a.m. every weekday. Call us 866-90-RED-EYE. So join me, Gary McNamara.
And me, Eric Harley, every weeknight to discuss the latest in news and entertainment.
Right here on WOCA The Source.
All right, 18 minutes after 9 o'clock. Nice looking Wednesday. I hope you're doing well. 2 days from today, on Friday, there's an open house at the Marion Dunn Masonic Lodge number 19. It's their annual public open house. It's a free event, and John Story is here to talk to us not only about the Masons, but about the open house specifically, so that you'll know what to expect when you go there, and he'll give you directions and addresses and phone numbers and everything you might need to know. John, we've got the phones ringing. You want to take some calls?
Sure.
Take some phone calls? All right, let me take a couple of these. Good morning. Thank you for calling. You're on the air with John Story.
Good morning, Mr. Story. Wasn't our founding fathers basically all Freemasons, i.e. First President George Washington?
Yes, you had 14 presidents that have been Master Masons, starting with George Washington, and the last president that was Master Mason was Gerald Ford.
Oh, wow. All right.
Right, thank you.
Thank you, Sonny. Good question. And in fact, you gave us a cheat sheet. 14 presidents and 9 Freemasons signed the Declaration of Independence, says. Good morning. You're on the air with John Story.
Yes, good morning. At what young age can you start to become a Mason?
You can become a Mason at age 18 now. Used to be 21, but several years ago we voted to lower it to 18, and that was because we had a lot of young men who were going into the military, but their fathers were Masons, and they wanted to be a Mason before they went off into the military.
Thank you.
All right. And I like what you said earlier, that it used to be about building buildings. Now it's about building personalities or people?
Building character.
Building character. Thank you. So go ahead, Robin.
And what you teach the community is that no matter what religion a person is or race, you all come together for the greater good. We always hear about your fundraising events and things that you do for others after the fact. You don't put it out there, for the public to donate this, donate that. You guys take it upon yourselves. When there's someone in need, you take care of it.
Yes, we try to do that. We're not out there to say we're better than anybody else. If we see a need, we try to go out there and do the best we can to help resolve that need.
So talk to us a little bit about Lodge number 19 specifically. What
right.
You guys get together how often? What do you do? Who do you support? That kind of thing.
Marion Lodge was our charter goes back to 1849. So we're over 150 years. We're coming up on our 175th year anniversary in about 5 years.
Wow.
So we, the things we support, we try to support a teacher every year, donate money for a first-year teacher, because a lot of times the teachers, they take that job and first thing they know, they got to pay for school supplies out of their own pocket.
Right,
so we try to donate to that.
Oh, wow.
We supported the honor flights up to Washington, D.C. for the World War II veterans who are aging and disappearing quick because of age. And we try to support as many things as possible. Of course, we support our Grand Lodge, Charities, the Masonic Medical Research Laboratory. We have a Masonic home down in St. Petersburg, retirement home, which is a 5-star nursing facility that is, if you're a Mason and you have no money, you can apply to go there and it don't cost you anything. They have, I think, close to 200 beds there with little separate rooms and stuff like that. And it's a great facility. I'd recommend anybody to go down there and take a tour of it. You'd be very impressed. We've supported youth that come up and said, look, I'm trying to raise money to go to, we had a girl about 8 years ago who was on a softball team and they needed to go to Pennsylvania to play in some kind of tournament, and we just passed a hat in the lodge and said, this is what we raised, take it.
Wow.
And so we try to, some things are on the moment, some things are planned charities and stuff like that.
Big events, so it's a nonstop.
And you're also associated with the Shriners?
Yes, we all Shriners are Master Masons. Everybody knows about Shriners Hospital. I'm a Shriner myself. I try to help out where I can. They have the Shrine Rodeo coming up.
So they wear a funny hat, but you don't. But
yeah, we don't wear hats.
One group has a hat, one group doesn't.
Yeah, right.
But don't they have the Eastern Star thing too? Isn't there? What is the Eastern? What do they actually? What's the star they're referring to?
The star is all like this, comes from the Bible. You have different.
The star that showed that Jesus was born.
Right,
that star.
Star
okay.
of David.
Okay.
And it's a 5-pointed star. They have their different offices where they, you sit in this chair, which represents this point of the star and all that. And like I said, it's for the ladies, but men, they encourage the men to join it too. They probably have more ladies than men.
The Star of David is a 6-pointed star, though. Am I confusing something?
I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
I don't belong to Eastern Star, so.
Okay.
But I know quite a few ladies. They really enjoy it. They have their own charities. I don't know what their charity is at the moment. What is their charity?
It's in your notes here somewhere.
Yeah, it's here somewhere.
It's all right. I mean, obviously, you guys are finding things that need to be done, and you're doing them.
Right.
So tell me about Friday. What will we experience?
Well, Friday,
will there be speakers?
There will be. Dr. Ramsey will be speaking mostly. He promises not to give you a long, boring speech. He's going to make it fun for you. He'll let you ask him anything you want to ask. There will be other people there from the lodge who will help answer questions, and like I said, there's going to be free food. There'll be door prizes. You can go any place in the lodge you want to go because there are no secret rooms or anything.
So this is the third year. Just a little over 3 years ago, when you were thinking about doing this, what was the reason? Why would you have an open house?
Well, we just wanted to become more public. You know, you had a lot of people, and at that time, you had a lot of people saying, "Oh, them Masons, you know, they're out there, they're sacrificing animals and all of that."
Right.
You know, we don't do that. I mean, we have a lot.
Okay, it makes a lot of sense.
We have a lot of jokes about that amongst ourselves now, but you know, but we've never done that, and you know, everything we do, you know, one thing that we tell people who want to become a Mason, we're never going to do anything that would embarrass you, that would hurt you, or go against anything that you believe.
The one question I would ask is the symbolism that we're all familiar with. The I guess it's the
square and compass.
Yes, the square and compass. And is there an I in there? I can't remember.
It's a G.
There's a G in there. Okay. And so I would ask about that. What does that all mean?
G. The square represents virtue, and the compass is, you know, is to keep your passions within yourself, you know, and don't overreact to things and stuff. And the G, it actually stands for geometry, but you know, you can make it stand for whatever you want it to stand for.
Okay.
And it's all about helping others, though. It's never about really the self, like you have to have the most money, have the best job, something like that.
Right. We have people that, you know, earn minimum wage. We have people that, you know, are self-employed and make a pretty good living.
Getting back to the secret words, I have a question about that. When do you use a secret word? Is this like if you're captured and you want to know, is this a Mason? And
right.
It's like they used to ask the American soldiers, who's Mickey Mouse's girlfriend?
Yeah.
And they knew Minnie. Okay, you must be an American.
Yeah.
Right? Is it something like that?
It's something like that. Yeah. It's so that if you were to run across a guy and he says, you know, I'm a Mason.
Right.
You know, he should know the word of a master Mason, and he should know how to give it. You know, it's
any arm gestures or hand signals or anything.
Well,
like that?
we have.
Oh, you do have some.
We have handshakes. We have signs.
Can you show me that or no?
No, can't show you
Gee.
that. Yeah, come out
you
Friday.
have to join.
And
on Friday you'll show it?
Friday, you know. You can talk to Dr. Ramsey.
Oh, that sounds like a no.
He takes you aside.
You can if you're inducted, right?
Yeah.
And what is that ceremony?
Well, that ceremony, it's 3 parts. Like I said, it's the inner apprentice, fellowcraft, master mason degrees. The first is the inner apprentice, where you are initiated into masonry, and that's your first step. And, you know, after you're initiated, you learn what's called a catechism, which is basically you learn what you did that night. Because when you're initiated, so many things are said and done, you're just not going to remember it all. You might remember some of it.
And you call it a catechism.
Right,
That's interesting. Catechism. That's what we learned in church, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's always fun and a little bit mysterious, John, talking to you. So thank you for coming in. You guys really are great. I mean, you help us out with a lot of things we're doing. So the Marion Dunn Masonic Lodge number 19 annual public open house event is this Friday from 6 till 7:30. Do you want to give a phone number?
I would, but I forgot.
Should I read the one I have?
Yes.
694-2461, 694-2461. Do you have a website or a Facebook page?
Marion Dunn has a Facebook page. You just go in Marion Dunn Lodge number 19
okay.
on Facebook and at Request Friendship, and you can follow us on Facebook.
Become your friend. All right. So anybody, if you need this information again, not only will we continue to have it on our guest list, but Robin's been putting it on our Facebook page to make it easy. John Story, thank you for coming in today.
Thank you, sir.
All right, fun interview, and go show up. It'll clear if you ever thought there was a connection between what they do and what you believe they do, you'll find out the truth, and maybe learn the handshake. All right, we'll take a little break. We'll be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. Many of those who died in the Malaysia air crash have left Ukraine, now starting the journey home.
Coffins carrying the